Recording. Awesome. So welcome everybody. It's 8:31, so we're ready to go. I am super excited. I wanted to first thank Christy and Becky for putting this together for us, having us on all tonight. I know that there's been something new that pops up every single day. Anybody else feel like that? Like, what am I going to come up, what's going to happen today when I wake up? You never know. But what's amazing is being in a space and a mind space where no matter what the day brings, you're able to come back and find the positive, find the silver lining. And a lot of times that happens because you're looking for the silver lining, right? So I'm really, really excited to have Chris on tonight. You all know him. You all love him. And I also wanted to really quickly thank, I know we've got a lot of healthcare workers in our team, and frontline workers and spouses of healthcare workers and frontline workers. So I just wanted to thank you guys all for everything that you're doing. And, we are doing our parts by staying home. I was just looking at my Instagram top 9, and they are all from my backyard pool. So I'm proud of myself for that. And that's going to be the next challenge that we start, right? Is your last 9, and they better all be from home if it's not a throwback. So that being said, I want to go ahead and turn it over. I won't take too much time away from the main event, but Chris is somebody who has in his life, really learned to thrive in a time of, uncertainty, and a time when people might, usually sit back and say, oh my gosh, what can I create from this? This is something that this is where legends are born. And this is an opportunity for you to not only just survive, but to thrive and to shine your light and to attract people and help people and serve people who have either been watching you or who are going to begin watching you now. So thank you, Chris, for joining us. I'll mute myself and you can take it on over.
Well, this is exciting. 145 people, well, actually 150 people on a Sunday night. Wow. Well, that's good stuff, guys. So before we start, I just like to get quiet for a second and I want everybody to just take 60 seconds and close your eyes and just get centered, and then we'll hop right into this. And I believe in my heart and soul that when we get off this call, you guys are going to be on fire. All right. So close your eyes. 60 seconds. Ready? Go. 30 seconds. 15 seconds. 3, 2. All right. Okay. So the only way this is going to work is if we are transparent. All right. We have to be transparent. And I just believe in magic, man. I believe in miracles and all that stuff. And so I just want you to, the reason why I wanted you to get centered is because I wanted you to be able to expand your mind a little bit. And I know that it seems a little crazy right now because it's like all you do is think about, things you can physically see. But if I can get you to expand your mind, past where you were when you got on this call, I think some nuggets will drop in and you'll change your perspective a bit. All right. So how many of you in the comment section, you put me, are afraid right now? Go. Okay. Those are the quickest me's I've ever seen in my life. All good though. Okay. All right. Sometimes. Okay. All right. Okay. Perfect. I love it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right. How many of you are afraid for your business right now? Me. Let me see it. All right. Perfect. How many of you have a spouse that's laid off or you're laid off? Put it in there for me. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, good. Perfect. All right, perfect. That's what I want to see. Chelsea, I can promise you right now, you will not be homeless. I promise you that. Okay, cool. Now check it out. I want you guys to expand your mind for a second. And I want you to think about this whole situation. And how ironic is it that it hit everybody at the same time? So now no one can say, that they were picked on, or no one can say that, the focus was on them. This hit everybody, right? So, and it's an unforeseen circumstance. And guess what? It's out of our control. It really is. But let me ask you a question, and I want you to really process this. I want you to put your fear to the side, put your worry to the side, put your doubts to the side, put your business to the side, put everything to the side for 20, 30 minutes. What do you have control over? Your mind. You have no control over the virus. In fact, you can't even see the virus. And that just goes to show you right there that something you can't see appears to be taking over the whole globe. Something you can't see, right? So if something you can't see can take over the globe, how much more powerful is the thing inside of you that you can't see, if you tap into it, can take over the world? Process what I just said to you. If something you can't see, you hear about, that has an energy, and the only reason why it's so strong is because everybody's energy is on it. Everybody's focus is on it. The media magnetizes it, right? Magnifies it. And then you hear about deaths, and what does that do? That creates fear. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna go so deep tonight. Like, I'm gonna go really, really deep. But this is something you can't physically see, but it's causing havoc everywhere. It's in animals. I just read a story today that they found it in a tiger at the Bronx Zoo. This is something you can't even physically see, but it is causing havoc. Now, my question to you is, inside of you right now is miracle working tools. And you've used them before in different circumstances. I'm pretty sure everyone has struggled financially before. Everyone struggled with something. And you had to tap into something greater than yourself to overcome it, correct? So if that was something you couldn't see, but you had access to because you put your focus on it, how much more powerful are you in this situation? What if God did this? I don't say God did it. What if God allowed this to happen because he realized that in the industry we're in, we have the potential to impact trillions of lives. But he was scanning over the last several years and thinking, well, wait a minute, if I could get them to just stay home and I can make sure that they can't leave, maybe if I can get them to heal themselves, heal their families, when this is over, they'll have that much more impact in the world. Process what I just said to you. What if he allowed this to happen to force us to get centered and to realize what's the positive in this situation? Think about this. What's the positive in this situation? Me personally, I have not spent this much time with my kids since I signed with Beachbody. I'm talking about, I'm blowing dirty noses, I'm changing diapers, I'm doing laundry, I'm putting out fires, kids fighting, and I'm enjoying it because this is something that I missed. And because of the kind of person I am, I'm so driven. What good is it to be extremely successful, but you broke in your family? So you just a broke person with money. I started realizing something. What good is it if you have money, but your health isn't good? You're just a broke person with money again because you don't have your health. Think about what I'm saying to you now. So let's just look at all this like this is a reset. Is anybody in true danger right now? No. No one's going to be homeless. So in the midst of what seems like is working against us, let's think about how much of it is working for us. All the quality time you get to spend with your spouse, your kids. Most importantly, all this amazing time you get to spend with yourself. Because inside of you right now is a greater version of yourself, guys. And here's the thing that I want you to understand. Maybe things have been plateauing because you've already graduated this level you're on right now. And you needed this reset just so you can retool, refocus, get refreshed, and go to the next level, because this has got to pass. And here's the most powerful thing right now. All of us have the ability to influence and impact other people. But before this, when everything was going well, there's been eyes on us. They've been watching us. And it's hard for people to determine who they should follow, or who they should model after, or who they should be inspired by when everything is going well. But now there's a little bit of a squeeze on us. They're still watching you. They're still watching to see if you post value on social media or you post some fear. They're still watching to see if you're complaining or if you're thinking about gratitude. Because here's what's going to happen. After this is over, every word that comes out of your mouth is going to be extremely powerful. You know why? Because you never waver in the midst of adversity. See, was so unique to me is, as a super trainer, I got one program. But that program is my world because of what it was fortunate enough to accomplish. But people fail to realize I grew up in the hood. This just kicked me in survival mode. I've already been here before. But this time I had a different perspective. When I was younger, I was in survival mode, right? But now I'm not quite in survival mode. I need to be more in impactful, influential mode. I need to show people that, listen, no, this is actually working for you. Because guess what? Some of the greatest people in this world that has accomplished some of the most incredible things accomplish it during moments like this. I'm going to give y'all a gold nugget right now. You ready? I'm about to show you. I'm going to give you a nugget. Listen, expand your mind. The stock market is way low, right? Super low. If you got $100, you can put it in the stock market. I'm going to give you a nugget. I'm telling you right now, invest in Gerber, Pampers, Huggies, all the baby stuff. You know why? People are home. They're doing the bunkie like crazy. It's about to be a baby boom. I'm telling you right now, invest in the baby stuff. Give it 10 months. Oh my gosh, I got $100,000 in the bank. I only put $5 in. Straight up. Think about this. This is happening for you. By the time your coaching business will be booming again, challengers will be converted to coaches, and oh my gosh, my stock went up. Explain to me how Disney was just $75 a share 2 weeks ago. It's like 90 something now, but normally 150. Guys, open your eyes. This is happening for you, not against you. Hold on, let me tell you something else. How many of you needed rest? How many of you needed to really have a deeper perspective? The one thing you don't want to be is you don't want to be successful, but lacking in everything else. You want wholeness, nothing missing, nothing broken. You want wealth in your mind, wealth in your emotions, wealth in your words, wealth in your body. Because if you got wealth in all those areas, wealth has to knock at your door, doesn't it? But if you got wealth in your belly, mediocrity in your mind, some kind of inconsistency in your emotions, and then you look at your business, it's like this, it's doing the same thing. It's complementing how you feel internally. So I want you to process something real quick. Let me take you on a little journey. How is this really affecting you? We have, check this out, Gold's Gym, YMCA, all the gyms are shut down, right? I mean, I'm not laughing, I'm just telling you, they're just shut down, right? What are we missing? We got a virtual world. We've been had a virtual world. Every last one of my trainers has Zoom now. I've been telling them fools for 6 months to get on Zoom. Soon as this happened, guess what happened? Beat my door down. How do I do Zoom? And they're killing it. But we have a virtual world. Do you understand the power that's at your fingertips right now? How many of you take 20, 30 minutes a day and just visualize the entrepreneur you want to be when this is over? How many of you really think about that? Process that for a second. How's it going to feel to really move people's lives? How many of you have a desire to leave your job and be a full-time coach? I'm a firm believer that God will push you out a door to get you to take action. I'm just because it's happened to me on multiple occasions. I'm looking at your screen. It says, don't cut meetings short. So somebody shared their screen with me. Okay. Upgrade for $14.99. Okay, I'm gonna give you my debit card. We're gonna upgrade this real quick. You got it? Uh-oh. I don't know whose screen that is. See, I told you I had some good news for you. It had to distract us. No, it's all good. No, but seriously, let's really think about this for a second. So in one of my groups, we get up every morning at 4 a.m. because I want to stretch them. At 4 a.m., we spend 30 minutes in meditation and prayer. And I dropped something on them the other day that was so powerful, guys. And I'm going to share it with you a bit. So I told them that Jesus, and I don't go to church. I don't. I've been to church so many times. I haven't been to church in years. I started thinking to myself, Jesus prayed in the early hours of the morning, right? That's the time he had his growth. That's the time he communicated with God. He had gratitude, right? But on the earth is when he demonstrated the miracles. While everybody else was asleep, he was up in worship and gratitude. So me being the person I am, I'm thinking to myself, if he got some nuggets between 3 and 5, there's got to be some nuggets for me between 3 and 5. But it's a sacrifice. It's a time for you to spend with yourself and focus on all the things that you're grateful for. It's the perfect time to activate your thoughts, to process what you really want to accomplish in your life. The first 20 minutes you wake up, I want you to monitor your thoughts. And in those thoughts, you're going to find out right now, are you predominantly being dominated throughout the day by a memory of the past or a potential of the future? What's the first 20 minutes your feet hit the ground, what do you think about? Something that happened in the past, some kind of fear, some kind of worry, or are you inspired because this is a day that you get to reach as many people as you can? And you can even convince yourself that, there's people waiting on me today so that I can demonstrate the greatest version of myself. I ain't thinking about a virus. I'm thinking about the person that's inside of me. This is a time for you to build yourself up. This is a time for you to ask for questions. Ask questions that you want to know. How do I do this? What's my next step? This is a time for you to get uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? There's sacrifice in this moment. And let me ask you a question. You know what I love about this whole Corona situation? First of all, let me be cautious. I'm not celebrating anyone who's been sick, anyone's lives, none of that. I'm just trying to express from my personal experience. You know what I love about this? They never gave us a time frame when it's over. So to me, that tells me that every single day means something to me. I can't take a moment for granted. You understand what I'm saying? So every day you got an option. You got the freedom of choice. Are you going to choose faith or are you going to choose fear? And I just told you that there's a virus that's overtaking the world that you can't even see. But your faith is something you see with your third eye. You process your physical reality with the eyes you have. So it's on the media. It's on newspaper clippings. It's on your neighbors. All this fear. Which energy are you going to participate in? I'm going to challenge you tonight to really focus on what you can't physically see, but what you can create in your mind and feel. But I'm going to help you with this process. Now watch. When we teach you how to have positive thoughts, watch everything you put in your body. Watch everything you put. If you put a chemical in your body, it's going to alter your thoughts. It's going to alter your emotions. It's going to alter your words. It's a summons to the universe to bring more to you. What you ate, what you thought, what you felt, what you said. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. This is a time for you to really press in and heal your body. There's so much for you right now. And it's not because of this moment, guys. It's because of where you're going. This is preparing you for where you're going, not right now. You're planting seeds within yourself right now for the mission you're getting ready to take when all this is over. There's millions of people that are waiting on you right now to be the greatest version of yourself so you can help them. I promise you. This had to happen because you've been at this level too long. Here's a great time for you to really bond and connect with your teams. Because wherever the head goes, the body follows. This is a perfect time for you to connect with your team more now than ever. When's the last time you went in your team and you just told them that you love them, that you believe in them? The reason why so many people are struggling is because of one thing and one thing only. They don't love themselves. They don't. They don't really believe in themselves. And you got the perfect opportunity right now to use this time to grow and become the person you was created to be so that you can speak and breathe life into these people. They're following you for a reason, guys. They chose you for a reason. And sometimes they see more in you than you've seen in yourself. We've been playing too small. I was talking to CJ McCullum yesterday on the phone. And I said, how you doing, bro? He said, I'm doing good, man. We just got a dog. He just signed a $150 million contract, but he grew up right around the corner from me. I've been training him since he's been in college. And it just kind of puzzled me, like, he grew up in the same place I grew up. And the only thing he said is he had to take his dog to the vet. He said, I'm resting right now. Because guess what? You know where we grew up. If this would have happened 20, 30 years ago, I'd have been in trouble. My family would have been in trouble. You got so much to be grateful for. If you can open your cupboards right now and have food, you are wealthy. Come on now, listen to me. We ain't talking about, listen, that job, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, all right? The job situation is temporary. It's been temporary. For you to tap into the person, you a boss. And when we gonna get to a point where we tired of people telling us what they feel we worth, and they paying us based on what they feel we worth. When you got a business right here that you can grow and make as much as you want. And here's the crazy part. Now watch this. Situations like this happen, what can they do? Whoosh, pull the rug from underneath you. If you're your own boss, can't nobody pull the rug up underneath you but you. Think about what I'm saying to you. This is happening for you, not against you. And think about the other amazing moments you have right now. You have a great group of people that could support you. But this is really about you really looking within yourself and saying, what do I want to do? About you being conscious in the moment and making a conscious decision of this is what it's going to be. How many of you every day when you wake up set an intention for your day? No. Vibe with me on this. Every day you set an intention, this is what it's going to be. Here's the reason why I asked that. If you don't do that, this is just my thoughts. In the universe, there's different spirits, good and bad, right? And they just roam the universe. They know us better than we know us. And they said, Samantha Ziegler, she didn't set an intention today. So what happens is those spirits stand outside of her and they toss little seeds at her, little thoughts. Think on this, think on this, think on this. And whatever she think and connect to emotionally now has a heartbeat. And now that it has a heartbeat, only thing that thing needs is a confession. It needs a summons. I woke up this day having a bad day. Oh boy, she just called depression, anxiety, fear, hardship, all because she never set an intention. Your tongue is, listen, every last one of us, regardless of your religious background, we all made in the image of God. If he said, let there be light and light manifested, you trying to tell me your words aren't powerful? Think about what I'm saying to you now. Think about what I'm saying to you right now. This situation is a reset, a reflect, retooling, refocus, reinvent yourself. You can't be the same person when this is over that you were when it started or you missed it. Oh my gosh, listen to what I'm telling you. Physically, you can't be the same person. Mentally, you can't be the same person. Emotionally, you cannot be the same person. Spiritually, whatever you want to believe, you can't be the same person than before this started or you missed it. This is the perfect moment to grow, to take yourself to a completely new level because of where you're going. You got a choice to make. You could be the purple cow to stand out, or you could be like the rest of the black and white cows. You know how many people right now are spending every single day thinking about what they don't have and not even seeing everything that they're blessed with? Those are black and white cows. talking about husband laid off. This is laid off. When is this going to happen? Finding those are black. And guess what? When this is over, they're still going to say the same thing. It's just going to be a different situation. Every single day, if your kids are fed, you got shelter. Here's what's even more powerful. In Ohio, the electric company, gas company, they ain't even shutting our phones off. They ain't cutting utilities off. Guys, that's abundance right there. They're not even cutting utilities off in Ohio because of this. It didn't have to go through your hands, guys. That's still abundance. This is the time right now that your dreams got to be bigger than ever. The time right now, your dreams have to be bigger than ever. Why are you playing small? There's got to be something in your house you're grateful for. When's the last time you woke the kids up with Post-it notes? And the first thing they see when they woke up was talking about how much you love them, how much you believe in them. And women, I'm going to be real with you. Sometimes the fellas, we carry so much, we're king, right? But when we feel like we let our family down, that does something to us that you really don't understand. And even though he might be laid off right now, what's wrong with you just walking up to him and kissing him on his forehead and said, I thank you for taking care of us up until this point. And I know you're going to figure out a way to take care of us after this. Let him know that he's a king. And you know what? We're going to celebrate this together. And fellas, when's the last time you actually looked at your queen and said to her, thank you for holding me down? All those nights and all those days you was praying for me when I was going through it, I didn't know, but I got through it. It was your words. It was the things that I didn't know you were doing that was lifting me up and building me up and empowering me. Come on, y'all. This is happening. It's resetting everything. All the things we took for granted. This is going to be over. But the question is, are you going to be the same person? If this is me and I have challengers, I'm loving on them like never before. I'm getting to know their mom, dad, sister, uncle, grandpa, everybody in their family. You know why? Because I want to know where they came from so I know how to help them. Most of the time, guys, we get these challengers and these challenge groups, and it's like, I get the messages. Chris, can you come in here and speak to one of my challengers? And no, you speak to him. You speak to him now. This is the perfect time for you to really get to know him. A good time to really get to know him and find out. Let me ask you a question. I know that you probably thought about this or tried other things. Why didn't you stick with it? They'll tell you, because I didn't have support. And sometimes your challengers will give you resistance on purpose just so you'll love on them. Listen, your challengers are some of the most loyal people you'll ever meet. You know why? Because every person that's come in their life has either let them down, betrayed them, or backstabbed them. And I know how the people in Beachbody are. You guys are full of love. Like, some of the love is a little overwhelming sometimes. You got so much love in your heart to bring out the best in so many people right now. And if you can take your eyes off yourself and put it on your purpose, you'll never lack anything. Your purpose is bigger than any problem you'll ever have, guys. What are you going to choose to give your energy to? Your fear or your faith? Hear me out on this. So when you think about this virus, is it happening to you, for you, or against you? Some of the greatest people in history, guys, created some of them. Look at Rocky Balboa. Look at his story. He was broke, hardship. They offered him like $30 for that script. And he held on to it in the midst of his struggle. And he kept reinventing it. Look at the guy now. If it was easy, everybody would do it. This is the perfect time right now to get to know who you really are and everything you was created to be. You'll realize the only limit you have is the ones you've been placing on yourself. You mean tell me you're gonna let a virus break up your family, cause hardship in your family you can't even see? I'm not asking you not to respect it. You gotta respect it. but you don't have to participate in the energy of it. And if you got that much fear in something you can't see, how much more powerful is the thing inside you right now you can't see? Think about what I'm saying to you. So I'm going to say a prayer for everybody, and I'm going to let you go. But I really want you to think about what I'm saying to you guys. This is good stuff. Like it's unfortunate because there's people, lost their lives and really, they're really going through some hardships. But guess what? We got the same 24 hours they have. And I'm not being insensitive. I'm just telling you to take control of your 24 hours. Take control over your 24 hours. Don't let your 24 hours take control over you. When you wake up tomorrow, the thoughts you have, ask, is these thoughts for me or against me? Acknowledge them. Just don't give into the emotion of it. Because when you give into the emotion, like I said earlier, you give it a heartbeat. You don't need my voice to empower you. Your voice is way more powerful than mine. Quit giving me that much credit. You can move mountains too. You've been moving them long before I came around. This call wasn't about me motivating you. This call was about me giving you an experience to remind you of the person you was created to be, to remind you that the only person that can stop you is you. You was just distracted, that's all. Think about the things you're grateful for. Hug your spouse, man. Hug your kids tighter than ever. Enjoy every moment with them. All right, bow your heads real quick. Keep them bowed. I'm gonna put something on. Stay right there. Stay there. Just keep your eyes closed and just breathe. Give me 10 more minutes and I'll get you out of here. Come on, y'all. Stay in it. Just breathe. Just breathe. Thank you so much. I don't believe in accidents. I believe everything has a purpose. I believe each and every person on this call and in this world has a purpose. What if for the next 12 months, you decided to take a chance on you? What if in the next 12 months, you decided to invest strictly in you? Give yourself an opportunity to see all the amazing qualities and characteristics that you have. There's no accidents. You're here for a reason. What would life look like for 12 months if you laid your fears to the side? You chose to trust your faith, even if you physically don't like the reality you currently have. What if you took a moment and you just took a moment of reflection of all the things in life that you've had to overcome, and you realize that at worst you got a bruise, but you're still here? What if you took the time to spend every day to be so grateful for everything that you have in your life right now? What if you trusted and believed everything you was created to be, even if you couldn't physically see it? You just know it's inside you. You've had glimpses. There's been times where you had an emotional outbreak of just joy and love. Where did it go? Where did you leave it? Why did you replace it with fear? When are you going to take control of your destiny? Stop putting your career and faith in the hands of other people that's misleading you and misguiding you and has the potential to pull the rug from underneath you when you have all the power, all the tools, all the abilities to create whatever life you want. What if you took a chance on you? For the next 12 months, you put foods in your body that would empower your mind, empower your emotions, to make you feel good about yourself, make you fall in love with yourself. All of a sudden, you have an impact on those in your environment and all these people on social media that's following you because you chose to give birth to the greatest version of yourself. What if you took a chance on you? What would it look like? What if the next 24 hours you just focused on serving the people in your home, calling everybody in your family, best friends, every member of your team, and just saying, I just called to tell you that I love you and that I believe in you. And I just want to apologize to you that I haven't given you my best version of myself. And the truth is because I didn't even know there was a greater version of me. But I had an experience on Sunday night that I got reminded that I am love, I am joy, I am peace, I am success. I am who I am. And I know that I was created to do some amazing things on this earth, but I was distracted. I'm sorry for giving you less to my best. But I promise you from this moment forward, I won't take this for granted anymore. I won't take my kids for granted. I won't take my spouse for granted. I won't take my paychecks for granted. Even if it's not what you really want it to be, it's more than what you would have had if you didn't have the job. And when you're grateful for small, you set yourself up for a miracle to receive so much more. And this is the perfect time if there's any unforgiveness in your heart, resentment in your heart from anybody in your past. Tonight's the night to evict them out of your mind. They've been renting space and collecting rent from your emotions month after month. And it's been affecting the way you see your kids and affecting the way you see your spouse and affecting the way you run your business. It's time for you to serve an eviction notice and make an exchange. Take back what's rightfully yours. That's your identity. And you need that to become the person you was created to be for the future. What if you took a chance on you? If you made a decision, you chose your purpose instead of your pride. What do you have to lose? You have everything to gain. What if for the next 12 months you treated your business like it was 6 and 7 figures? Because you put value into social media, and you put value into your people, and you breathe life into them. And you started duplicating yourself amongst everybody. You started speaking life into people and helping them to create visions and understanding that everything that they need is already on the inside of them. They no longer have to look externally, comparing themselves to other people. What if you decided to be the person you was created to be? How many times are you going to live your life just in mediocrity? And allowing people to just project their fears and worries and doubts and insecurities on you and allowing you to see life through their lenses. This is the perfect moment to take back everything they said you couldn't have. This is the perfect time to stand up on the inside, get in the best shape of your life. Continue to invest in yourself with personal development and growth. Because the more you know, the more you grow. Success leaves clues, everybody. It leaves clues. There's levels to this. And there's people that are waiting on you right now. They've been waiting on you. You have the answers and the solutions to so many people's problems. And you've been the answer and the solution to your own problems. But you've been looking for somebody externally to heal you and make you better when you can heal yourself. You can believe in yourself. You got great coaches. You got so many people that's been pouring into you, but you really can't comprehend what they've been trying to tell you because you wasn't tapped into the greatest version of yourself. And how many summits are you going to go to and how many seminars you're going to go to only to get goosebumps for the moment and then leave the event and a week later become the same person you were before you got there? It's growth. This isn't hard, guys. This is not hard. It's all about you choosing you. Being consistent, using the tools that are given to you. Giving yourself permission to be the person you was created to be. Giving yourself permission to be successful. Giving yourself permission to be healthy. Giving yourself permission to be a great entrepreneur. Permission to be a great mom. Permission to be a great husband. Permission to be a great wife, a great dad, a great sister. Give yourself permission. You have no idea what's waiting on you. And it took a moment like this for me to be able to come in this moment. There's no accidents. This was set up for you. And 6 months from now, you'll look at COVID-19 and you say, man, it brought out the best in me. It was in that moment that I got a glimpse in an ideal. I got a glimpse of the person I truly was. But I was distracted by the media. I was controlled by fear and controlled by things I could physically see. But then I learned it inside of me was some power that I could tap into that I didn't know was there. And I trusted it. And I began to be consistent in it. And I became faithful in it. And what was invisible outside became visible externally, and my whole reality changed based on what was inside of me. Give yourself a chance. What if? This is the moment right here. This is it, guys. This is it. This is graduation moment right here. And I don't know if this is ever going to happen again, but why would we gamble with it? Take it now. Why would you risk it? This is the moment right here. Many people are going to fall off. It can't be us. Many people will never be the same. They'll never be able to bounce back from that. It can't be us. Because we got to be the person to pull them up, because they're going to ask you, what did you do in those moments? You're going to tell them, I looked internally. I started thinking about the things that was on the inside of me that was untapped and undeveloped, and I started developing it in the moment of quarantine. I started with gratitude and started visualizing everything I wanted my life to be. I had nothing to lose.
I brought the kids home from the hospital when I was living in the projects. I didn't want them to look at me the way that I looked at my mom. So.
Thank you. You had nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose right now. You got everything to gain. I'm challenging you right now. Stand up on the inside tonight. After this call, don't get up. Sit there for a second and process what happened. You had an experience tonight. You didn't get motivated. You had an experience. Tomorrow when you wake up, live your life in freedom. You are free right now. You're free to be anybody you want to be. You're free to love as hard as you want to love. You're free to have as much faith as you want to have. And when you operate on true freedom, that's when the miracles manifest, guys. That's it right there.
Outside stage 4.
That's when it happens. So for the next 2 minutes, all I want you to do is just take it in. If you want to get emotional, get emotional. It's okay. It's therapy. It's okay. And sometimes when you get emotional, it's just because you broke the walls down and now you connected to your truest self. It's a reunion time. If your heart is heavy, just get emotional. Let it out. You're okay. You're good. Just take it in. Give me 2 minutes. Just take it in. Just Just under your breath, just say thank you. Just start saying thank you for everything. If your spouse is with you, grab their hand and just think about them. Think about how valuable they are to you. And if they wasn't here, how would you survive? How would you function? I got a friend right now, just passed away last night of an RV accident. And his wife was in the RV with him, the little four-wheeler thing. Hit an embankment, broke his neck, died on spot. His wife was with him. His kid just signed a full ride scholarship last week to West Virginia for wrestling as a junior. Tomorrow's not promised, guys. We just have this moment right here. Tomorrow when you wake up, live it like it's your best life. COVID-19 brought the best out of you, I promise you that. And now within you right now, you have the ability to think so positive that us on this call right now can start a chain reaction and we can run this thing up out this country. Give me 60 seconds. Just take it in. Give yourself permission to be you. Forgive yourself for not giving your best. Forgive yourself for questioning who you are. Forgive yourself for not having the faith you know you should have had. Forgive yourself. You're amazing. You're incredible. You have so much untapped, unlimited potential. You're perfect right now. Your business is booming right now. Oh man, get ready. Give me 30 more seconds. Just start celebrating it right now. Start celebrating all the incredible things you're going to do in your personal life and in your business and how many people's lives you're going to impact and touch. Start celebrating it right now. Smile, be happy. Thank you for giving yourself permission to enjoy this moment, to reconnect with the person you was really created to be. For forgiving the people that had you anchored to memories of the past. And now in the midst of this situation, you're motivated by inspiration. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to let you go. It's in your hands, man. This thing was happening for you. It was never against you. All right? You don't need to be afraid of anything. So I put out these motivational newsletters. Just go to my website, thechrisdowning.com. Scroll down to the bottom, put your email in. I put them out 3 a week. And it's all based around things I talked about tonight. And then it's a good way for me to connect with you guys and just to motivate you, empower you throughout the week. Just give you perspective. Now's the time you got to surround yourself with people that speak not where you are now, but where you want to go. It keeps you centered. Because you got to walk out your own salvation. You got to walk this out yourself. But it's also good to have someone always speak life into you. I love you guys. Thank you for all your support for me and Shift Shop and just all the incredible things you're allowing me. Thank you for helping me buy my beautiful home. Thank you for everything, guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So take tonight. It's my way of giving back to you to really give you a glimpse of the person he was created to be. All right? All right. See you guys.
Thank you, Chris. You guys, you were here for a reason. It wasn't by accident that you were on this call tonight. Whether you were invited personally, you just saw it in the team page. There's a very specific reason why you were on here tonight with us. Thank you for being on. You guys all have very serious faces right now, so I want you to go, woo! Sorry if I woke up your baby, not sorry. But guys, really, I know this is it's a big emotion, but really just sit in the awesomeness and just the absolute gift that we have with not only our community, but the opportunity that we have to serve and help so many people. So thank you for being on tonight. I love you. Thank you, Chris. See you guys all.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Good night. God bless.